So this is a test stream, and we're going to be recreating a flight that we tried yesterday, but this time we are not going to use live weather because it is low IFR in the Los Angeles area at the moment. So we're flying from Burbank to Catalina Island in the Kodiak 100, and it's 50 nautical miles approximately. Should take 20 minutes, and we'll be passing through the LAX class Bravo area, but using one of the Hollywood Park S special transition route. So we can stay VFR through that, or we don't even technically need to get clearance to do that. Right, okie doke, and let's start going through our checklists. And if you are going to watch this, this is test. Right. Weight and balance, actually need to set that up. Not done that so far. So we'll take a co-pilot with us today and 4 passengers. And we'll put our 200 pounds of cargo in the pod. Yeah, I'll just split that a little so I have pretty balanced center of gravity. 27, takeoff weight, ramp weight of 6,305 pounds. Right. Passenger briefings complete. Cabin doors latched and secured. All seatbelts, seatbelts and shoulder harness adjusted and secure. Our master switch can go on. Our master avionics can go on. We can initialize the MFD. Parking brake is on. Engine inlet can remain off. Fuel select valves left and right open. Firewall fuel pushed. Emergency power lever normal. Prop power lever is idle. Prop control lever is favored. Fuel conditions cut off when flaps are up. Cabin heat is off. Takeoff torque limit. Well, what's our outside temperature? 14 degrees. And we're at 700 feet here. So 14 degrees. Yeah, it'll be 1790. Takeoff will be 1680. Or 1790 and then 1680 for the climb. Hi there, if you've just joined the stream, I'm doing this as a test actually. I'm just testing an in-game overlay and also using Restream to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So, yeah, that did the job. Okay, autopilot tested. Bus voltage is 25, flashing beacon is on, emergency power level is normal and not indicated, prop area is clear. I'll just bring up FS Realistic.
FS Realistic connected.
So prop area is clear, auxiliary fuel pump can go on, fuel flow none indicated, and pump is indicated. Be a low start, first flight of the day, so igniters can go on and starter to low. NG rising, there's 16 condition lever to low idle on a tri-TT, temperatures and pressures rising. Okay, that's our ITT spiked, bring the prop out of feather. The starter off, igniters off, fuel pump off, alternators and generators on, nav lights on, taxi lights on. Good engine start. Cabin heat can now go on. Take it down to a slightly more comfortable 21. Radios, COM2, we'll speak to ATC.
Burbank ground November for 9er 3 kilo with Golf request taxi for takeoff west departure.
November 49er 3 kilo taxi 2 and hold short of runway 26 using taxiway Bravo Delta cross runway 15 Delta Delta 1. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 26 via taxiway Bravo Delta cross runway 15 Delta Delta 1 9er 3 kilo.
Okay, we can now go on to our taxi. Park and brake off. Throttle into beta. Okay, here we are crossing runway 15, so landing lights and strobes can go on. Just put my flaps down now. Strobes and landing lights can go off. Okay, and we're going to want to pick up the tune the VUR. No. Sorry, Navigraph, your LIFR charts are garbage. So Van Nuys on 119.3, put that on nav 1.
Burbank ground Southwest 501 requesting pushback. Southwest 501 pushback request accepted.
Burbank Tower November for 9er 3 kilo at runway 26 ready for departure to the west.
November 49er 3 kilo, hold short runway 26. Traffic is Boeing 737 on the runway.
Hold short runway 26 9er 3 kilo.
Go. Put in the 140 radial.
November 49er 3 kilo altimeter, 29er decimal 9er, 2 wind 258 at 4. Departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 26.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26 9er 3 kilo.
Not yet though, still got a little bit of setting up to do. Okay. Flight controls. Free and correct. Flight instruments. Do we want to put in altitude of 3,500? Put in a vertical speed of 900 on heading mode. So that's our flight instruments, our altimeter is good. Auxiliary fuel pump can go on. Fuel selectors left and right are on. Firewall is pushed. Fuel quantity. We have 519 pounds on board. Just make a note of that. Times 2 and flaps are set 20. Set our trims now. Elevator trim set, rudder trim set, landing light and strobes can go on. Engine inlet can remain normal, CDI is set, transponder is set. Prop forward to maximum, condition lever to high angle. Now debate it. Okay, got it all lined up. Put the truck back on. Now it rolls the parking brake. Then we rotating at 60 knots. And then at 500 feet, well, once we clear the runway and above 500 feet, we will start our turn to the left to pick up our track. Let's get yourself lined up. Check everything again. Ready to sink the heading bug and start the clock. Speed's live. Recording once. 60. Rotate.
Burbank Tower, Cessna November 145 Sierra Yankee, ready for IFR departure, runway 26.
Climb out.
Cessna November 145 Sierra Yankee, line up and wait.
Reduce the torque. 16, 18.
9er Tree Kilo, continue for west departure.
Burbank Tower November for 9er Tree Kilo continue for west departure.
500 feet. Auxiliary fuel pump
Line
go
up
off,
and
landing
wait,
light
Cessna
go
5
off.
Sierra Yankee.
I'll drop the nose a little.
Cessna November 145 Sierra Yankee, altimeter 29er decimal 9er, 2 wind 258 at 4. Cleared for takeoff, runway 26. Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 Cessna November 145 Sierra Yankee.
Just line these power lines, keep them on the left. Push them up. Set a cruise climb of 115. Just some heading rubber again. On nav mode. That's our track.
Cessna 5 Sierra Yankee, contact SoCal departure on 135.05. Good day.
Well, it's nice having a co-pilot doing the radios.
Niner Tree Kilo, leaving my airspace frequency. Change approved.
Heading back.
Burbank Tower November for 9er Tree Kilo frequency change. SoCal approach November for 9er Tree Kilo is type 3 miles south of Burbank, 3,100 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Okay, that's just coming up on our target.
November for 9er Tree, Kilo SoCal approach. Squawk 0744.
Squawk 07449er Tree Kilo.
Niner Tree, Kilo radar contact, 4 miles south of Burbank, 3,500 feet. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
1400.
Maintain on navigation.
Port back to 2000.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace 9er Tree Kilo.
Niner Tree, Kilo contact, SoCal approach on 125.2. Good day.
125.2 for 9er Tree Kilo. SoCal approach November for 9er Tree Kilo 3,500 feet.
November 49er Tree Kilo, SoCal approach altimeter 29.9er to continue as planned.
Okay, hold on for on. Here's your autopilot. Okay, that's us picking up our special wave SFRA. So what have we got? We got 1490. Drop that a little bit. Bug. Hey there. You just joined the stream. Just doing a little test flight from Burbank to Catalina Island, testing out some new features. I managed to get chat to come up on the game screen, so I can see what people say things.
Niner Tree Kilo contact, SoCal approach on 124.9er. Good day.
But a co-pilot managing radios with me today, which is
for 9er Tree Kilo.
really good.
SoCal approach November for 9er Tree Kilo 3,500 feet.
November 49er Tree, Kilo, SoCal approach altimeter 29.9er2. Continue as planned.
Man, what's that down there?
Niner Tree, Kilo contact, SoCal approach on 125.2. Good day.
Let's see what Google Maps calls it. It
125.2
is the Kenneth
9er Tree Kilo.
State Recreation
SoCal approach
area,
November for 9er Tree Kilo
which looks like a bunch
3,500
of
feet.
dirt trails.
November 49er Tree Kilo, SoCal approach altimeter 29.9er to continue as planned.
Okay. And you see I'm approaching the LA, there's LAX up there, and we've got traffic landing on the west. There's 24 runways, the 2425 runways. We've got parallel traffic coming, so that's right in front of us now. That's a Delta, and there's an Alaskan coming in parallel to that. This is all. There's the Alaskan there. Well, he's going around. Hey man, don't blame me. Flying the proper route. I'm just flying past the YouTube theatre. Never heard of it. Only in LA, I guess. Okay, now this is Hawthorne here, and at Hawthorne we're going to turn to the south and leave the SFRA and head on a track directly towards Catalina. That's the Chester Washington. Was it the Chester Washington Golf Course? Okay, 29 nautical miles to Catalina now. This is not live weather, in case you're wondering. The weather in LA at the minute is really atrocious. You wouldn't see anything. If you are watching and you're not a bot, it'd be great if you typed a message, because I want to see if it features this new in-game messaging works.
Good day.
Going to 124.3 Tree Kilo.
Just a little bit of rudder.
SoCal approach November for 9 Tree Kilo 3,500 feet.
United Tree 11 heavy contact, Los Angeles Center on
Okay,
1
we're
tree
loading a procedure
2.85. Good day.
visual for
November 49er Tree Kilo, SoCal approach altimeter 29.9, 2 continue as planned.
And we will select an approach and we'll go for the visual 2-2. We'll take
1 tree 2.85 for United Tree 11 heavy.
minimums. We'll put in 200 foot minimums and we'll activate that. So now we've actually lost our purple line, but we've now got a purple line up there, and that is basically, if we vector ourselves to that, that'll bring us in for a runway 22. Glad to see that someone watching is not a bot. You never know. This is really awesome actually. I mean, I've got two monitors, but I like to use the second monitor to have my navigation, my little nav map up. Shows me where I am, and it can make it a bit difficult to see messages. I have to flip between different screens, but now I've got it on my main beam, overlaid on my main beam, so that's good. Thank you.
SoCal approach Southwest Tree 74 is at 8,600 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
So this is Long Beach coming up.
Southwest Tree 74 SoCal approach altimeter
Long Beach Harbour down
29.9
there.
to continue to Kenzo as planned.
Massive harbour. This is the Rolling Hills Estates.
Southwest Tree 74 contact Los Angeles Center on 1 tree
Oh, there's a little airfield down there called
Good day.
Zamperini. Ah, it's not so little. Never flown out of that actually. Check that out sometime.
Going to 1 tree.
LA looking great
Southwest Tree
for the grammetry.
JetBlue 2835, you are 17 miles northeast of Los Angeles. Contact Los Angeles Tower on 120.9
We're cruising along nicely, 156 knots, and we've got fuel flow is 339 pounds per hour.
Tower on 120.9 5 JetBlue 2835.
We can drop our altitude now. We've left the SFRA, so we'll bring it down to 2.5. Just put in vertical speed of 700 feet per minute. And just keep an eye on our speed as we drop down. And so for our approach, we've got gentle winds from the west, so I would expect runway 22 at Catalina. That's at field is at an elevation of 1,541 feet, and I've got 3,000 feet of asphalt. Just go for a visual landing and approach. Put the engine in bypass for this, it's a slightly smaller field. So I did this flight yesterday using live weather, and I had to abort the landing at Catalina because it was completely socked in, and I checked the live weather again now, and it's actually at a low IFR, right down to IFR minimums, and there aren't really learner precision approaches available here, so I have to go back to Burbank. So 10 miles cross track error, so that makes XTK, so that means it's 10 miles to intercept our vector in. I'm giving myself a nice long run in. And all of those of you watching, it's great to see. This is the first time I managed to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I'm using Restream to do that. Still just figuring it all out. Yes, this is a sim. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I am flying myself. I mean, I can understand why you're asking the question, because the graphics on it, particularly the graphics over the city, really fantastic. I'm flying a Kodiak 100, which is a single-engine turboprop. I do fly a little bit in real life. I'm starting more serious flight training later this year. It's one of the main reasons I like to do this in the flight simulator. Hoping to get my private pilot's license later this year. Okay, so we're at 2,500 feet, which is 1,000 feet above runway altitude. Just arm nav mode, and what that means is when I hit that purple line, it will turn me in. And I'll also put the approach mode on, and that will give me vertical guidance as well. Yeah, 11k. I know it's not cheap, and if you want to go all the way, I've got a few friends who are big time pilots, flying 747s and all sorts of things, and yeah, it took them many years, a lot of money to get there. But they love it. I'm not planning anything like that. I've got a cool job that I enjoy. I don't want to become a professional pilot, but I would like to be able to do it for fun. Catalina Island there, National Park. It's called the island, the airport in the sky, because it sits up on a plateau. The Catalina VOR is 114.15, so I'm just going to tune that. 114.5. If you're wondering how I'm doing that, I've got lots of external peripherals. Cool. Well, if you can go as far as that, would be awesome. I mean, I'd love to get instrument rated, but on complex aircraft, but I don't think I've got enough money for that. We'll see. I certainly won't if I keep on spending all my money on Microsoft Flight Simulator stuff. It's great to see this comment feature working. It's really good. It really improves the interaction on the stream. Let's put my head tracking on. Okay, so 1.5 miles to track. I'm just going to let the autopilot do its business. Take me in.
Contact Los Angeles Tower on 120.905 when inbound on the approach.
I set the weather preset to a few clouds. I didn't expect it to get these clouds at 2,500 feet, but hey, I'm not going to. Here we go. Turning in. Right, I'm going to start slowing things down a bit as well now. So I've just put the clock to max RPM.
Los Angeles.
I'll put my landing lights on now and
JetBlue
fuel pump.
2835, you are 1 mile north. Climb and maintain
So you can
6,000
actually
feet.
see
Expect
the runway
ILS runway
is
24 right approach
straight
via
ahead.
LIVVN transition. Clear to LIVVN.
Okay, and what I now need to do is Catalina 22.
Kilo Alpha Victor X-ray traffic November for 9er 3 Kilo 7 miles northeast, 2,500 feet inbound to land runway 22.
So that's the runway there. So it's quite deceptive, this makes it a tricky field to land at. Because you've got all this lower terrain in front of it, it's easy to get too low, but we'll get some vertical guidance as we come in. But what I am going to do is pop the air damper off and bring the throttle back. We're sitting at 160 knots, which is a bit fast. So when I get it down into the white arc, 138 knots, then I can start bringing in the flaps. There's 138. Those notch flaps start to. Now we've picked up glide path now as well, so we're starting to get vertical guidance. But turn the autopilot off. Slight crosswind, 2 knots with crosswind from the right. There's 120 knots, 6 notch flaps, trim. So we don't want to land on the taxiway and do Harrison Ford, as it is known. This is where it's very easy to lose a glide path. So 3rd notch flaps, and very easy to lose the glide path. Yeah, I'm getting turbulence actually. 75 knots. On an angle, slope this morning. Here we go. Thank you very much for subscribing. That took me a little bit by surprise. I didn't expect the runway to be on a slope. Oh, toe beaks are so twitchy. Yeah, I don't know why I do it to myself actually. So flaps are up, landing lights are off, strobes are off, fuel pump can go off. I think some parking. Condition lever can go to low idle. Yeah, I didn't realise the runway was on such a slope actually. And I was getting quite a lot of updrafts. I mean, it's amazing now that what they can do in the simulator. So I was getting updrafts off the terrain as I was coming in, and it was bouncing me around a bit. marshaller. That's me. Right, forgive me while I go in the grass. Okay, there we go. Parking brake on. Out of the prop. Throttle to idle. So flaps are up. Nav lights can go off. Fuel pumps off. Leave our beacon on for now. Just let the engine spin down. Looking for the ITT to stabilise. Yeah, that's it stabilised there. Just lever cut off. Shutting the engine down. Beacon can go off. As soon as our air conditioning still on. Yeah. Pop that off. Pop the door. Cool. And we can have a quick look around Catalina. This is one of the new custom airports that came in the last sim update. It's not bad. It's like a visitor centre. Cool. There it is, airport in the sky. Excellent. Yeah, this is nicely done actually. Catalina Island, airport in the sky. Well, that seemed to work pretty good for a little test stream. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to wrap it up here. See you next time. No, I'm not in California. I'm definitely not in California. I wish I was right now. I'm in Scotland and it's freezing cold. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the comments. It's really appreciated. It's really nice actually getting that interaction. It's great to know that they all aren't bots. Right, I'm going to shut it down now. Thanks a lot. See ya.